Hey everybody, welcome. My name is Druid Nicholas Declan, founder of the Druid Circle, founder of the Druid Order of Blessed Stone and Wood, and founder of Druid University. How is everybody doing? I just wanted to come on very quickly to say we'll start in just a second. Remember to hit the subscribe button so that we could hit 1,000. That's our goal, to hit 1,000 subscribers so that I could go live and not be pinned to this desk over here. Also, I could take you guys out to the forest and do all kinds of cool things with you and teach us all kinds of stuff. I hope everybody's doing incredibly well. I hope you're having a wonderful time of day, whatever time it is. Make it great and keep it great, and always make it great again by changing what your actions are. I did want to come on for just a second to talk to you about why I haven't been on lately. I don't do this for free. I do this for free, so therefore I don't, get any money. So I have to actually fit you guys in when I'm kind of off and free. Many of you guys know I'm a caregiver, and it takes up a lot of time and work. Anyway, so I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about Druidism, right? And let you know that all of the videos that I will be having will be all aimed, and they're all going to have different themes. So you might like a certain segment of shows and not like others. You go to what you like. You like what you like, and if you don't like it, then you could find something else. I hope that there's something else. If there's nothing, then you could always go to one of our subscriptions below. In the on the main page. So I want to give you an update on what's been going on and why I haven't been on lately, and that is because I have been a little bit under the weather, and I also have had some other things going on at work with the new HCBS and MCO stuff going on um, with managed care. But beyond that, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about why this is going to be great for you. A lot of the videos we have up are newer, and therefore not a lot of the ones like on Facebook we have where are older. And I had a different way of thinking back then. It was a way of indoctrination, a way that I thought that was the right way, a way that I picked up books from ADF and some things from Obot and believed that it was the truth. When all I found out later was just politicized agenda. Also, I think that is doing a disservice to Druidism in general and Druids in general, and those who want to be Druids, who go to a lot of these religious orders and find out that what they're really about isn't about Druidism, but what it is about politicizing their agenda and the corruption within. Whereas a lot of these religious orders are just basically snake oil salesmen selling people a dream when that dream doesn't exist. And so as a result of that, you can't make a promise you can't keep. And I think that that's something that we're doing. Instead of promising you something, we are teaching. And that's what Druids do. We teach. We are mostly teachers for the most part, and we have an innate ability to be able to teach. We have an innate ability to love language. We have an innate ability to love philosophy and psychology and the great sciences. We have an innate ability to always want to connect to the unseen and always understand that there is something beyond us that exists, and not to make light of that, because that which exists in a way that is so ultimate that it will help you help yourself. Remember, I always taught you from the very beginning that Druidism is always about making your person tomorrow, your future self, better than it was today, right? Because a lot of say, well, people, we live in the present. There is no present. Present doesn't exist, even though I would, agree with the Norns and the Fates that there is a past, present, and future. Um, I say that you're always living in the future. You're always living in future tense. And the reason is because we have to break down time Father in such a way where each and every second is split into another, you know, measurement, split into another measurement, split into another measurement of time, that we actually don't have an idea of what present is. So with that, we're going to talk about Druidism. We're going to talk about, faith. We're going to talk about understanding. We're going to talk about sharing. We're going to talk about having the knowledge of who each other is and are to us. And I think that that really is the connection. That's the infinite. That's being in tune with the infinite. That's creating a frequency. That's creating a level of tonation that begins to put you on the God frequency. It begins to put you on the you know, it begins to make those stories of the gods and goddesses, the stories of the God of your understanding, if you will, the stories of the Fae, the stories of the mysticals, the stories of the ancestors come alive in you. And when these stories come alive in you, they live in you, and then they give you the power to move forward. And that is the essence of Druidry. That is the essence of Druidism. That is the essence of being a Druid. That is what being a true Druid is about. It's not about being an SJW Druid or a social justice warrior Druid or a trans lives matter Druid or a Black lives matter Druid. None of that, it matters. All lives matter. And because all lives matter, we don't segregate. Druids don't segregate. Druids don't intersectional people or intersectionalize people so that they're so compounded in their own little intersections that they're actually alone. Druids don't believe in segregation. We believe in the character of oneself. That's what Druids do. And I think that as a result of that, we end up thinking more about who we are as people, who we are to each other, who we are, and how we connect. I'm going to be doing some new shows as well, and trying to add in a show a day, so that if I break down the week into 7 shows and have 7 shows, 7 ongoing shows, then what I can do is, or teaching sessions or whatever you want to call them, then what I could do is upload something every day and then put it into the list, the playlist for you to watch. You might like some shows other than others. But one thing we are trying to do is, again, hit the subscribe button below so that I could go live, because when I go live, then I could get off of this desk and actually go out there, out into the real world, the REAL world, not the REEL world, and teach and really do what I enjoy doing and sharing my love for the unseen, my love for that which is beyond me, my love for those things that I believe create magic, create Dreo, my love for the stories, my love for the kindred and the fae and the mysticals and the angels and whatever else you want to say. I think it's important to realize that Druids, one of the main functions of Druids is not that they are philosophers or enjoy philosophy, not that they are psychologists or enjoy psychology, not that they love trivium or quadrivium, not that they enjoy linguistics and love language and logic, but that they go beyond that as well, that they understand the deeper meanings and how those meanings of those things apply to a theosophical way of living. And when we reach that theosophy, when we reach that mystasophy, if you will, I think that we begin to realize the true meaning of these and how they come alive to live in you. And when these stories come to live in you, then you are living the word. You are living the stories. with that, it's 10 minutes, and I'm only going to keep these TDC updates to like 10 minutes. But I just wanted to say thank you very much. I'm really also just catching up with me personally. I'm really enjoying Parler, Parler, not actually pronounced that way. It's Parler, I believe. Um, means free speech or free to speak or free to lots of meanings, just to get out your opinions without having to worry about fascist Facebook or other fascist sort of platforms. And it's funny because it's everything's fascist, but then when the owner of a platform decides they don't like something, they take it down. Um, I guess that's what soccer is about, right? Censoring. We live in a world of censoring. We live in a world where we have to be careful what we say. But if you fail to go by those rules and you actually begin to say what you want to say, do what you want to do, dream the way you want to dream, believe the way you want to believe, enjoy things you want to enjoy, but most importantly, be humble. Be humble. Express yourself, but also learn from others. And I think when we do that, that's when we're connecting. That's when the web of life is actually existing. It's not really when we're just sort of, you know, playing football when there's only one person and we're that person and all we're doing is taking a football and throwing it up and catching it and throwing it up and catching it. That's not what football's about. Football's a game, it's a social thing. We connect with our opposition just as much as we connect with those on our side. And I think that that's really what it's about. I think that that's what it's about, to have an end goal, because whether or not you're a winner or a loser, you're still a winner. Even losers win because they learn from what they failed to do or what they did incorrectly so that they could do it again. With that, I would say that again, make sure you subscribe. We're trying to get 1,000 subscribers so I could go live. And once we do that, then we're good. And then I won't be, I think at one point it was 100. Now it's 1,000. But please make sure you subscribe and also hit the notification bell. You'll see a bell somewhere around there. I think it's also there or maybe up there. Hit the notification bell to get notified when I go live and or what we're up to. TDC updates are usually about what we're doing and what's going on, not only with TDC, the Druid Circle, but also with myself. I want to say a couple things. We're going to start a John 868 show, which is going to be about symbols, sigils, and signs. I'm going to start a Druid Scorner instead of Druid's Corner. A Druid's Corner on what I think about the world we live in and what's actually going on in the world and my personal philosophy about that. And I'll add those two shows. And I was going to add another one as well on the gods, the mysticals, and the ancestors. But that was going to be more on theology, if you will, rather than theosophy, and talking about that. I might even also have a show where I just read folklore to you. And I think that's going to be awesome as well. So there's going to be a few coming up that I'll add. And then if I could do a live every day, each one, 7 days, right? Then what we could do is then we could, I could upload something every day. It might not be an hour, obviously, like tonight when I do Serene Sunday, but it will be uploaded every day. And I think that's going to be my goal for third novitiate coming up. And I can't believe it's third novitiate for me in my own Druid order of Blessed Wood, third novitiate. Wow, third novitiate. That's insane. And then I think that's 3 out of 5. So I got 3 out of 5 uh, degrees done, 3 out of 5 levels done. So still first degree Druid. All right. Other than that, thank you very much. Add all your comments in the comment bar. And again, thank you all. Remember that don't limit yourself to who you are by what you look like. Don't limit yourself to who you are by what you sound like. Don't limit yourself to your size. Don't limit yourself to your weight. Don't limit yourself to your ability or disability. Don't limit yourself to the language you speak. Don't limit yourself to any of that. Don't identify as that. Don't let your identity be you, be the sum, SUM of you. You are more than that. You are more than that. Get out of that intersection you were placed in by somebody else, by somebody that told you you need to be in this intersection. This is your intersection. And this is your intersection. And this is your intersection. You see? Because there's nothing that is less connecting than segregation. I wasn't there to witness it, and I know a lot of others weren't there, but you see pictures of the water fountain. I always remember the water fountain, right? And one's for whites and one's for blacks, right? That's an intersection. That's an intersection. And that is segregation. And that's segregation. And we need to fight as much as we can against segregation. So you want to be a Druid, but you're black. Can you be a Druid? Sure you can. Can you be a Druid if you're a woman? Absolutely. Can you be a Druid if you're if you're afraid to leave your former beliefs? Sure you can. And I'll tell you why. Druid is what you are from the inside. You have what I constantly talk about, and that is your Druidic tetrachonomy. Your Druidic tetrachonomy is based on a Druid philosophy or a Druid theosophy of the law of 4. Druids don't have the law of 3. That's for witches. That's for Vids or Vit or Vate or Ovate, if you will. The law of 3. We focus on the law of 4 because the law of 4 gives us more. And it explains things better because we see even everything in 3s having 4 parts. Just look at the Druid circle. Thank you very much, everyone. And we'll talk soon. I'm going to be doing a live tonight on Serene Sunday. And tonight, if you catch it, whatever time of day it is, whatever the night is, or time, we're gonna be talking about some really, really interesting things on belief and on ethereal credit. I think that's important. Okay, have a good one, everyone. Remember, Gidawin, and be it thus, Pitchigura.